Okay, so let's talk about emergency vehicles. And specifically, let's talk about the slow down and move over law. What the law says. Okay, so in British Columbia, motorists are required to slow down and move over for all vehicles stopped alongside the road that have flashing red, blue, or yellow lights. This includes maintenance workers, utility workers, police, fire, ambulance, tow trucks, commercial vehicle safety enforcement personnel, land surveyors, animal control workers, garbage collectors, and other roadside workers. Okay, so motorists must slow their speed to 70 kilometers an hour when in an 80 kilometers an hour or more zone or over zone, and 40 kilometers an hour when in an under 80 kilometer an hour zone. Okay, so if you're on the highway and you see one of these vehicles with their flashing lights, whether it's people on the side of the road collecting garbage and they've got their flashing lights, or there's an officer that's pulled someone over, you can't zoom past them at highway speeds, right? You need to slow down to 70 if you're in an 80 or above zone, or slow down to 40 if you are in an under 80 zone. Okay, now they go on to say, if traveling on a multi-lane road, drivers must move into another lane to pass when passing stopped vehicles with a flashing light where safe to do so. This provides roadside workers and emergency personnel with greater protection from accident and injury. Okay, so here is an example in the city. You're going 50 kilometers an hour, you identify, oh, there's an officer dealing with a vehicle here. And so you should be thinking, oh, there's a vehicle pulled over by the police. Let me check and see if the lane next to me is clear so that I can safely change lanes. I'll also slow down to the appropriate speed as I pass them by. So whenever conditions allow, we give them one lane of space. We signal shoulder check, right? This is really important. You don't want to just swerve into another lane if there isn't space. So if this lane isn't allowing for you to do a lane change, then you can stay in this lane, but you have to slow down your vehicle. If there is space in this lane and it's a multi-lane road, then scoot one over if it's safe and pass them at 40 and come back onto this road. Okay, same idea here. Let's say you're coming off the highway and right inside the exit lane, you see that there is a tow truck assisting a vehicle that's broken down. So you should be thinking, oh, there's a tow truck as I'm exiting off the highway. I don't want to fly past the personnel. Let me bring my speed down as I try to give them as much room as possible. Okay, and these scenarios have happened to students on the road test, right? So a student just went by an emergency vehicle way too fast with flashing lights, and examiner said, well, what are you doing, right? You need to slow down. Same idea. Somebody else was exiting the highway. They had this situation where there was a tow truck helping somebody out, and a student didn't slow down, didn't give this person enough room as they passed by, and examiner said, well, what's going on, right? You need to watch out for people in this situation. So pay attention, know the law, so that, and look ahead so you can plan better. What oftentimes happens with students is by the time they realize what's happening, they've already gone past these vehicles too fast, or they didn't give themselves enough time to do a correct lane change over.